All right, hi everyone. Welcome to All That and Then Some with Duana. I am Duana. If this is your first time here, how are you doing? What I like to do here is I like to tell stories from my past that made me the lady I am today. It's going to make me the lady I am in the future. And I do that by using the word of the day. And today, I do have a word of the day. Hi, my Shapapa girls and my Shapapa dudes. I hope y'all are doing good. Hope today's a good day for you. But let's get into it. Before I do that, though, are you subscribed? I'm going to need you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you get the notifications so that you won't miss out on anything. All right, let's get to it. So the word of the day I picked is frippery, I think. So this is what happens when I try to do I'm back. So the word of the day I picked was frippery. And oh my God, my shirt is dirty. I'm just a mess. I don't even know if you can see that, but I got some spots on my shirt. Or is that a hole? Oh, that's a hole. Oh my God. Is this a hole or is that a spot? That's a spot. Okay. Well, I got a hole in the spot on the top of my shirt. Y'all be all right. So the word is frippery. And what frippery means is showy or unnecessary ornament in architecture, dress, or language. So, I don't know what I titled this. I know the word of the day is frappery, but I'll figure that out, and y'all see it in the thumbnail when I come to it. But what I want to talk about is, I want to tell a story about how I grew up and why it took me to get to the age of 47, because I just turned 48 last year, 47, to start really doing my own thing as far as what I like to wear, how I like to do my hair, how I like to dress, what I like to, as far as piercings, I don't got no tattoos. I don't think I'm ever going to do that. But my little showiness and me being extravagant in my head, I'm extravagant in my head. I feel like I just don't want to be like nobody else. But that's because, when I was younger, I grew up in a predominantly white community. I was the only black girl in my elementary school from kindergarten until 5th grade. For 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, I was one of 2 black people. I was the only black girl, and this guy was the only black guy. In high school, and I only went to my high school in this community for 1 year, I was one of 5 in the whole school. So, for a long time, especially when I was probably 6th, 7th, 8th grade, I was so acclimated to wanting to be like everybody who I see. Now, mind you, where I went to school at was, these people I thought they were middle class. For real, they were like upper middle class, if not upper class people. I mean, these people have money. They had money. Ooh, you got money. They had money, So back in the 80s, when I was like 10, 11, in the 80s, I was like into punk. I was into heavy metal. I was into all that kind of stuff. But just because I was into that didn't mean my punk friends, they were wearing Guess jeans. They might have been punk or heavy metal, but they were wearing Guess. They were getting their jackets from Wilson's Leather and not paying for it on sale. And I remember Palmettos. I just talked to my mom about this. Guess used to have these, Guess jeans had a little triangle on it. And I used to beg my mom for some Guess overalls, right? I wanted these Guess overalls so bad. And we would walk into the Macy's and I would see them and I would always point them out. Can I get these for Christmas? What about Christmas? And my mom would always take me over to the Palmettos, which were like probably half the cost of what the Guess jeans were. And she'd be like, well, pick out some stuff for here. And I'd be like, no, I can't wear Palmetto. They'll know I don't got no money if I wear Palmetto. I wanted to be like the white kids at the school. I was already so different that I wanted to be just like them. I would cry. My mom would make me stuff, and like she just told me she would make me clothes and I would wear them to school, and the kids would be like, oh God, where'd you get that from? Your mom made that? And they would want my mom to make them stuff. I don't even remember none of that. I just remember feeling from kindergarten up until ninth grade that I was ugly, I was worthless, I was second class. I felt that. And it's crazy to sit back and think, I probably felt that from the age of like first grade, second grade, third grade. Because if you see a whole room of nobody that looks like you, and you're the only one, you're the exception. And for a lot of my life, I had to be the exception for a lot of things. I had to be the exception for being the only black girl in this school. I had to be the exception for being the only black girl. And when I was in 8th grade, the only black boy invited me to a party. And mind you, they tried to do a gang rape on me. So let's talk about that. So because I wanted to be accepted so bad, I went to a party of popular kids that I wasn't even friends with, to have a whole bunch of dudes come in the room thinking they're going to do something to me. So, but I was so focused on wanting to dress like them, wanting to be like them, wanted my hair straight like them. God, I hated when my mom gave me, I hated having a Jerry curl. Now look at this fake hair in my hair now. If this ain't Jerry curlicious. But back then in the 80s, God, I hated having a Jerry curl. So I always wanted more. I always wanted what everybody else had. And I never felt like I was worth anything. So when I transferred over to the high school that my mom taught at, it was like, it was like black people everywhere. And I was no longer the only one. It was like I was one of many. And I went buck wild. But then when I went to that school, I was able to wear and dress and buy whatever I wanted. And I really knew my sense of style back when I was a teenager, from 10th to 12th grade. I really knew my sense of style. I was never really trying to be like anybody else. I wore what I wanted to wear, And then 20 years passed and I lost it, I got caught up, And just last year, I really started getting to the frippery of everything that's Duana, getting to everything that God made me to be, getting into everything that God has allowed me to be, everything that God said, that some people will say God said ain't right. He's saying it's right for you. And that's me. And I just love who I am today. I love who I am today. I love the fact that I'm not even going to call it taking risks. I just like the fact that I do what Duana wants to do. I wear what Duana wants to wear. I pierce what Duana wants to pierce. Like my piercing here fell out. I'm going to get that done again. I think I'm going to get a piercing up here in my eyebrows, even though I don't get my eyebrows done like that. But I want to get one. I want to get another one here. I want to get all these done. It's the frippery of it all. That's me. So, just think back on a time, like, are you extravagant in your fashion? Are you one of those people who are like, I do what I want? And can you go back in a time and say, I think I'm this way because of this? That's where I'm getting to. I feel like my story, who I am today, has come out of the pain and the sorrow I had as a child of not feeling like I belong, trying to belong in something I was not meant to belong in. I was meant to be individual. I was meant to be eclectic. I was meant to be exceptionally different. I was meant to be unique. I was meant to be as frippery as I can be. Because that's how God made me. And if God made you that way, it's okay. It's okay. It's good. Don't let nobody ever tell you that there's a certain way to be a Christian. And you know what? Lord knows. God, thank you for dropping that in my spirit. For so long, I have fought being a Christian for so long, because I was like, oh, I got to act this way. I got to do this. Or I got to do that. Oh, I can't be like this. Oh, I can't be like that. God has made it very clear to me. I could be however I want to be, long as I'm listening to him first. And that's the most important. And that's all I really got for y'all. So that's the frippery of it all. Is that how you say it? I done forgot how to say it already. The frippery. I've been saying it wrong the whole time. That's the frippery of it all. Showy or unnecessary ornament in architecture, dress, or language. I didn't even get into the language part. Honey, I used to talk so white. And see, I don't even want to say that. I used to talk so professional when I was young. Now you can't even tell I was around a whole bunch of non-people of color my whole life. You can't tell that. So the frippery of all that's Duana, I love it. And you know what? It ain't nothing wrong with being you. Be who God has destined you to be. That's where I'm at. That's all I got for y'all. I can't believe I knocked this out without doing a whole bunch of cuts. I just said boom, boom, bap. I'm going to get this done. I need to put something out. It's been 2 weeks. I've taken 5 home tests that say I got COVID, but the home tests they're old, so I had to go to a testing site. Pray for me that it comes out negative. If it don't, look at God. I'm in my right state of mind. I got a little bit of a cold. It's the frippery of Duana. Get into it. All right, but don't forget, if you like what you saw here, do me a favor, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Leave me some comments, ask me some questions. I would love to answer some questions. I want to say hi to all my new shapopping girls, my shapopping dudes. I'm coming up with an ASOS haul coming very soon. I just ordered some stuff from ASOS. I know I said I wasn't going to, but I did. They had a 40% off sale. They had a 50% off new item sale and 20% off final sale. Oh, yeah, I jumped on that. And I'm probably going to have another Shein sale because I'm going to a 50th birthday party in April, and I need to pick out a bunch of outfits to take to decide when I get there what I want to wear. All right, so go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss that. Go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss that. Blah, blah. And I'll see y'all next time. Remember, you're all that and then some because God made you that way. All right? Bye.